That was good, beautiful people. We got a we got a video about levels of wealth. Like, bro, my bag is immaculate. So I'm gonna be comparing all of these wealthy guys to my bag. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro.
If you earned $1 per second,
Yeah.
then to make $1 million would take you about 11 and a half days. But to
That's
make
quick.
$1 billion would take you over 31 and a half years. You see, it's easy to think of wealth in terms of rich or poor. But broadly speaking, there are arguably 5 different levels of rich. And at each level, things change very drastically. The difference
I'm at the
between
top, bro.
what a millionaire can do and a billionaire can do is simply staggering. In this video, we'll be exploring what life is like at each of these different wealth levels and delving into how the ultra-rich spend their money,
Mr. Gatsby.
including some of the most bizarre and extravagant purchases you've ever heard of. But as you're watching, you'll realize that one of the biggest changes that happens at each of these wealth levels is perspective.
Dude, this video is a masterpiece, though.
Prices feel relative to how much you earn. So if you compare someone who's earning 40,000 a year with someone earning 400 million a year, it's 10,000 times more, which means a Lambo that costs $300,000 to them is the equivalent of spending $30. A $10 million piece of art feels like $1,000. A $50 million home in the Hamptons feels more like $5,000. So, whilst to us each of those purchases would feel so major, to a billionaire it's not even something they'd really need to think about. And of course, when you're that wealthy, it's not just items and experiences that you can buy. But we'll get to that. Let's instead start off
Tell me,
with the
champ.
first level of rich. The top
Bro,
1%.
this film that this guy is highlighting right now is a sick movie, bro. I don't know, it's a Spanish movie, I forgot the name of it, but if anybody watches this video, I know it, tell me in the comment section.
Even though this phrase is synonymous with being extremely rich, if your income is over about $200,000 a year, you would technically be part of the top 1% of worldwide earners. And so, being in the top 1% may not make you feel quite as rich as you would think. Because sure, you can typically afford a nice house and car, but with those things comes higher costs. And so you probably don't feel very financially secure, and you're likely still working a full-time job. Which is why beyond this level, wealth starts to be measured in net worth rather than income. Because the more wealth you have,
That's when you start measuring your bag, you feel me? You know the movies when they got the huge pallet cash and they start measuring it with tape to know how much a person
the
got.
more assets you have, and you're probably
That's what I'm
not
saying.
making your money from a normal salary. So the next level of rich is a net worth of $10 million to $30 million. At this level, your needs are met. You can live very comfortably. You have a really nice house, you often fly first class internationally. If it's a special occasion, you might book a $2,000 suite. You can afford any healthcare you need, and in fact, no emergency financial situation can destroy your life. And yet, you're still not rich in the way that money doesn't matter. You still have to be sensible and careful
Still to
when
think.
it comes to big decisions.
Yeah.
And in the bank,
I think this is 90s NBA money. The NBA players in the 90s, I feel like that's how they were thinking when they bought all of the expensive
still not
stuff.
classified.
They could have bought anything they wanted, but they had to measure it, they had to think about
To our
it.
next level, a net worth of $30 million to $100 million. At this point, you start playing in the big leagues. And most likely, you run or have a controlling interest in a very large company. You always stay at 5-star hotels, and you have multiple residences all around the world that you can stay in as well. You take holidays during prime time.
Yo, bro, this reminds me of myself, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
For example, going to Monaco for the Grand Prix, or Cannes for the film festival. And you won't bat an eyelid when the place you're staying at costs $10,000 to $20,000 per night. You have personal assistants, and are starting to have people that others have to talk to get to you. You can buy pretty much anything that normal people think of as stuff rich people buy. Like you can buy any cars you want, the fanciest jewellery, and so on. Instead of flying first class, you'd fly private. Although, having said that, you typically charter a flight or own a private jet fractionally through a service like NetJets, instead of buying it outright and having to maintain it. But still, at this level, another big change that happens is your social circle. You probably start socializing with congressmen, senators, and community leaders. You're likely very well respected within some very high-class circles. Interestingly though, since you're likely surrounded by other ultra-wealthy people, you may start to feel you don't have enough. Sure, you may have just bought a new Ferrari, but your friend has a limited
Bro, I'm not
edition
talking that much because I'm thinking, bro. I'm comparing these people with myself, bro.
version where only 5 were ever made. And sure, you had dinner with a local governor, but your billionaire friend just had dinner with the president. Even at this level, people are still looking.
Hey yo, for real, people get happy or people get satisfied having dinner with other famous people, bro. I'm being for real now. I don't get that, bro. I don't get when people like brag about having. Bro, I had dinner with Michael Jackson, bro. Like, bro, you just ate food with him. I don't know.
Which brings us to our next level of wealth: $100 million to $1 billion net worth. To be at this level, you likely have ownership or control of a business that most of the public have heard of, even if they haven't heard of you directly. At this point, you can likely socialize with movie stars, rock stars, and the corporate elites. You can go pretty much anywhere you want, and always in style. You have multiple residences with staff all over the world, with elite cars at every residence. If it's your thing, you might have a private island, and of course, a private yacht to get you there. Almost any experience you can dream up, you can have. Want to play tennis with your favorite star? Call his people.
Oh, bro, I want to do that so bad, bro. If y'all don't know, bro, I played tennis like my whole life. I want to do that so bad,
Donation
bro.
of 100,000 or more to his charity, you can probably play a match with him. Want your favorite band to come and play at your private party? Well, for the right price, they probably will. What about if you love art? Your people could arrange for the curator of the Louvre to show you around and show you some masterpieces they haven't exhibited in years. If you can dream an experience up, you can likely have it. Donations and fees can get you to anyone. And once you have many hundreds
The
of
Gatsby
millions of dollars,
lifestyle.
it's the same when it comes to buying things. You may hire people specifically to find you the most extravagant versions of items you can think of. For example, the Australian company Toilet Paper Man produces 22 karat gold toilet paper for a cost of over 1.3 million. And if you are going to quite literally flush money down the toilet, why not get a gold toilet?
But wow, bro, like when you think about it, like wow, why? Like if you got like an extra 24K, an extra 50K, an extra 100K, bro, give it to somebody that needs it. If you're not giving it to Africa, give it to students that are suffering on student loans. But bro, I'm being too sympathetic, huh? They
Or an entire gold
Okay,
bathroom to go with it. In fact, if you're ultra wealthy, you can literally have gold everything. How about a 24 karat gold water bottle, which in itself is a piece of designer art and comes with spring water from France and Fiji,
Wow.
combined with glacier water from Iceland. Or alternatively, how about the world's most expensive iPhone that has 24 karat gold casing and more than 600 white and black diamonds, plus sapphire glass for the screen? This obviously isn't available
too much, huh? Too
to
much.
the general public. To buy
Like,
one,
I know you want I know you want stuff that other people don't have. I know you want stuff that is not possible for other people to reach, but that's too much, bro. Like you gotta reach a point where you say like, you know what? I'm content with helping people, helping my family, helping everybody. I'm content with everything I have. I eat 5 stars. I drink 5 stars. I sleep 5 stars. I drive around 5 stars. I travel 5 stars. That's it, bro. I unlocked everything. Let me just be content, man. You feel me? Travel
you're gonna
around.
need
That's
over
it, bro. But
$15
like,
million.
like this 15 million can go to your son, You feel me?
This
If
is
you,
the key.
I don't know.
This level is not just about buying the fanciest, most luxurious items. It's about getting the rarest and most exclusive things you possibly can.
Yeah.
For example, you could get a limited edition pen that costs $160,000.
It's a pen, bro.
Has
It's a pen.
4,810 diamonds inside, and only 8 are made each year. Or if you want to go a lot bigger than that, many billionaires turn to art. And not just rare paintings, but things like this dead shark art piece created by Damien Hirst that sold for $12 million. Or let's say you like piano. Well, here's the same crystal piano that was used for the Beijing Olympic Games that was purchased at a private auction for a record $3.2 million.
Bro, that's a piano, bro.
At this wealth level, your mind is...
A piano is more expensive than a Bugatti, bro. Than a Lambo. A Lamborghini, a Ferrari can't handle a piano,
then
bro.
we have our final level.
That's sick.
The 1 billion net worth and above. Now, before we get into what you can do as a billionaire, which honestly is pretty insane, it's worth noting that the number of billionaires on Forbes' annual rich list
The Elon Musk and Jeff money
in recent years, and there's now around 2,755 known billionaires.
Oh, the what was his name, bro? The guy of the movies is here too. You know what's a little bit scary about is that most of these people are from the U.S. Which shows and indicates that the American dream is still alive. It's still doing well too. You got Elon Musk, you got Jeff Bezos, you got the woman that's not known for nothing, you got the movie guy, and yeah, bro.
Possible there are more
That's sick.
who have generational wealth.
But
with
sick I mean dope.
Staying very, very private. But either way, Forbes have estimated these 2,755 billionaires are worth a combined $13.1 trillion, and therefore have more wealth between them than the poorest 5 billion people on Earth combined. These statistics.
So if these people were like generous enough to give a little bit of their wealth, no more hunger would have been over here, huh? No more hunger would have been on this planet, huh?
Statistics are overwhelming. Let's actually visualize it to put things in perspective.
Tell us,
This
champ.
Rice example really highlights that even within this billionaire category, the difference between 1 billion and the kind of wealth Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk have is insanely vast. I'm also a big fan of James Janney's YouTube channel, and he did a great job of visualizing the difference between these large sums of money in a different way. So, after seeing these examples, we've now got a better idea of the scale of $1 billion. So now let's look at what you can actually do with it. Because essentially, you can buy anything.
Yeah.
And I do mean anything. We're no longer talking about luxurious items and experiences. Firstly, you can buy...
Bro, you can buy countries with these type of money, bro. Like you can go to a piece of land, bro, a big piece of land, which is like a country, and like be invested in that country, bro. Like, you know how crazy that is?
Access. You can ask your staff to contact almost anyone on the planet and get a call back. It's amazing the level of access and respect of
The Gatsby lifestyle,
where
yo.
within an hour, you could ask your people to get in touch with someone and they'd be able to do it. And I'm not just talking about contacting celebrities. It works the same with powerful people within politics as well. Especially because the billionaire may well be a donor to their political party. And so, if you're a billionaire, you may occasionally meet with the heads of states and have conversations with them. Which brings us to the second thing $1 billion can buy. Influence. As a billion... So, you're a programmer. You're coding
I mean, like, if you look at it, not all billionaires got good influence though, because like a lot of billionaires don't know how to speak, don't know how to talk, don't know how to magnify people and attract people into what they're saying and make them like wanting to know what he is about to say, you know, because a lot of these billionaires, bro, they've been like locked in their houses and in their rooms for like multiple years, bro. They didn't see the sunlight, that they forgot how to talk to and speak with people, you feel me?
You have many ways to shape public policy and the public debate. And this isn't always done in some kind of evil way, like lobbying for lower taxes for rich people. Although, obviously, that does happen. But the simple fact is, because of your wealth and connections, you can absolutely influence big changes in the world. And not just on a political level. Because another thing you can buy is impact through philanthropy and charity. Your money can literally change...
You know what's funny, bro? On a serious note, you know what's funny is that people look at other people that make money as successful people, and I mean successful, not just like in making money, like in life in general. People look at if somebody like wear a good suit and is rich, he got that rich. He's rich, not only rich. They look at him as like the complete person. Like if this person speak, whatever he say, it's gonna be right. You feel me? And sometimes like he know how to make money, but he's like a piece of shit human being. You feel me? And at the same time, you might find like a poor person that like is content and is successful in life, not in making money in life. You feel me? So yeah, that's kind of funny. Like people that make money, everybody will be looking at them like whatever they say is gonna be right. It's because he made money, then everything he does in life should be right. You feel me? Everything he said is right. So,
lives. The question is, how do you distribute it? Clean water for villages? Fund new hospitals? Try to save a dying species of animal? With money,
bro, just save the dying human beings, bro. Let the animals be cared about by God.
One of the biggest differences with billionaires that is often overlooked is the ability to essentially buy time. You quite literally don't have to wait for anything. No lines, no sitting around. Just think about it. You've got your own private jet, so you just show up at the airport whenever you want.
This is me, y'all.
2 minutes later, you're in the sky and can go wherever you wish.
Yeah.
When you arrive, a driver will have already been arranged to pick you up and take you wherever you want to go.
Miss
Your assistant
International
will have already got the best table at the restaurant you mentioned wanting to eat at. Or maybe your assistant arranged for a celebrity chef to come to one of your vacation homes.
Bro, I never got this so big guy. Bro be throwing that salt off of his elbows, off his hair, elbow hair to my food, bro. Get your nasty hand off my food, bro.
At whatever time you choose. Everything you could need is taken care of for you. However, believe it or not,
like did y'all ever think about that, bro? That so big guy, bro, be throwing that salt, and the salt be going through his elbows, through his hairy elbows to my food, bro. Get your hand off my food, bro, with your hairy elbows and your salt. Damn, bro.
There are some downsides to being this ultra wealthy. Firstly, it's nearly impossible to have normal emotional relationships at this level. It can become increasingly difficult to have friends and family that love you for who you are. They exist, but it's pretty hard to know which ones they are. Because your world is likely filled with yes men, and people looking to take advantage at every opportunity. Your trust and connections with people are undoubtedly considerably weakened. Dating also becomes an odd experience. On the one hand, some of the world's most beautiful and intelligent women are all around you at parties and events. But again, finding someone you have a genuine emotional connection with is a different story. Especially because your time is so valuable that you're always busy and unable to invest in making deep connections with new people. And even if you do find someone, the relationship balance is skewed in a strange way when you have essentially unlimited money. Because no matter whether you pay for everything or whether your partner makes their own money, either way, something about the dynamic feels off. And finally, and most crucially of all, no level of money can give you truly everything. Because death is the great equalizer, and losing loved ones,
the equalizer, y'all,
health, and facing your own mortality are problems that no amount of money can solve. The Reddit poster who inspired this video, and deserves full credit, talks about how he met Sylvester Stallone at a party, who had obviously had a very successful career. He said he was such a great guy, had huge levels of wealth and luxury, a smart and beautiful wife, and yet he also had a special needs son who died young. In his words, nobody has it all. Nobody.
Yep.
In fact, if you are watching this video and feeling poor, I think it's worth rethinking.
Don't be feeling poor, y'all. Y'all need money, call me. Okay? And bro, for real though, if you got water in your tap, bro, just drink water, bro. Some people don't got that water. You feel me? You got eggs, bro. Eat them eggs, bro. You're not hungry no more. You, like whatever you got, bro. Always be thankful. Always be thankful to the one that gave you all that what you had. Some people don't have nothing, like not a fraction of what you have, either from food or from opportunities or whatever. You feel me? Like you got bread, just eat that bread, bro. It got the minerals to make you full, to make you not hungry, to make you like content for the day. Like, you got some eggs, eat them eggs, bro. You got some noodles, eat them noodles, bro. You make it out, you feel me? Don't feel bad, and don't look at people and envy them for what they have. Work hard, do whatever you gotta do to make it better. And yeah, bro, don't envy people, you feel me? Don't envy people, and don't be sad that you don't got nothing now, cause you're gonna be up, you feel me?
Because in this video, we've looked at several levels of wealth. But the fact you are watching this means you are nowhere close to the bottom of the total wealth pyramid. It's easy to look up.
It's okay to be at the bottom, though.
Some people have so much more than us. But just look down the wealth pyramid for a moment. If you have internet access to watch this, plus some food in the fridge, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, then you are richer than 75% of the world. In fact, even if you have $1 to your name right now, you are still richer than the majority of the world, who are either in debt or have absolutely nothing. What this video really highlights is that rich versus poor is so arbitrary. It's not two groups. There are many, many different levels. And compared to most of the world, you might well be a lot richer than you think. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure...
I'll be saying something at the end. To anybody that reached the end of my video, I just want to say something, bro. Look, if you work hard, bro, keep working harder, bro. If you're working hard, if you're working really hard and you're reaching that maximum of what you could give, you could do, don't look at people that got more than you. Just look like, if you feel like sad, if you feel like bitter, if you feel like you don't got nothing, you're not worth nothing, just look at the people that are under you, and you look at them and you feel them, and you'll feel and find that there are a lot of people that are happy and content with what they have. So just look at what you got, bro. Take a moment in life, bro. Just pause everything around, bro. Look at yourself in a 3D version. Look at everything that you got and say, hey, I got a remote. Hey, I got this. Hey, I got that. And then look outside, bro. Look at the internet, and you'll find people that don't got even books to read or paper to write on. You feel me? So yeah, bro. Have a good day. See y'all.